Okay, moving on. Hamlet Act 4, starting with scene 3. I think I'll be doing scene 3 and scene 4 on this video. There's a lot of scenes, they're mostly kind of short. Here we go.
Sent to seek him and to find the body. How dangerous is it that this man goes loose? Yet must not we put the strong lord on him? He's loved of the distracted multitude, who like not in their judgment but their eyes. And where 'tis so, the offender's scourge is weighed, but never the offence. To bear all smooth and even, this sudden sending him away must seem deliberate pause. Disease is desperate grown, by desperate appliance relieved, or not at all. How now?
Okay, so the king's kind of talking himself through, reasoning why he's going to do this, why it might look the way that he wants it to look. Why is he not just arresting him? That's a question, right?
What has befallen?
Where the dead body is bestowed, my lord, we cannot get from him.
But where is he?
Without, my lord, guarded to know your pleasure.
Bring him before us!
Oh, Guildenstern! Bring in, my lord.
Now, Hamlet, where's Polonius?
At supper.
At supper? Where?
Not where he eats, but where he is eaten. A certain convocation of politic worms are in at him. Your worm is your only emperor for diet. We fat all creatures else to fat us, and we fat ourselves for maggots. Your fat king and your lean beggar is but variable service. 2 dishes, but to 1 table. That's the end.
Alas.
A man may fish with the worm that doth eat of a king, and eat of the fish that hath fed of that worm.
What dost thou mean by this?
Nothing but to show you how a king may go a progress through the guts of a beggar.
Oh, boy.
Is Polonius?
In heaven. Send thither to see. If your messenger find him not there, seek him at the other place yourself. But
Uh-oh, what did you say to the king?
indeed, if you find him not within this month, you shall nose him as you go up the stairs into the lobby.
Knows him.
Go, seek him there.
He will stay till you come.
Probably.
Hamlet, this deed of thine, for thine especial safety, which we do tender, as we dearly grieve for that which thou hast done, must send thee hence with fiery quickness. Therefore prepare thyself, the bark is ready, and the wind at help, the associates tend, and everything is bent for England.
For England?
Aye, Hamlet.
Good.
So is it, if thou knewst our purpose.
I see a cherub that sees them. But come, for England. Farewell, dear mother.
Thy loving father, Hamlet.
My mother, father and mother is man and wife is one flesh. And so, my mother. Come, for England.
It's being silly.
Follow him at foot, tempt him with speed aboard. Delay it not, I'll have him hence tonight. Away! For everything is sealed and done that else leans on the affair. Pray you make haste.
Aye, my lord.
And England, if my love thou hold'st at aught, as my great power thereof may give thee sense, since yet thy cicatrice looks raw and red after the Danish sword, and thy free oar pays homage to us, thou mayst not coldly set our sovereign purpose, which imports at full, by letters congruing to that effect, the present death of Hamlet.
Oh, so Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are escorting Hamlet to England, where there is a letter that instructs the people of England to execute Hamlet. Wow, you wonder if they even know what they're doing.
Do it, England, for like the hectic in my blood he rages, and thou must cure me, till I know 'tis done, howe'er my haps, my joys were ne'er begun.
Okay, so who knows how he would rationalize this to the populace and to the court, right? But he's not going to have to do anything about Hamlet if Hamlet never comes back from England, right? Okay, going on into scene 4, a plane in Denmark. Whoa, look who we have here. Fortinbras. We have not heard anything about him in quite some time. The last time we heard from him, he was securing permission from his infirm uncle, the brother of his dead father, who is now king of Norway, we just call him Old Norway, to take some real soldiers and march over Denmark to go attack Poland, right? So they're out there somewhere.
So, Captain, from me greets the Danish king. Tell him that by his license, Fortinbras claims the conveyance of a promised march over his kingdom. You know the rendezvous. If that his majesty would aught with us, we shall express our duty in his eye. And let him know so.
I will do it, my lord.
Go, safely on.
Okay, excellent Fortinbras and the soldiers. So they're passing through. Seems on the level, like he's doing what he said he was going to do. But he's out there. And this is the first time we've seen him depicted in person, right? So from what we know, this guy, he's kind of a foil to Hamlet, right? Because he's decisive. And whether that'll pay off, is it the right thing to do? Or, you know, or is there a way to be too much that way, right? He kind of got slapped down for it. But he's out there doing something, so we'll see. All right, so enter Hamlet, Rosencrantz, and Guildenstern. And they would be like on their way out to the coast, right, to take off to go toward England.
Good sir, whose
They
powers
cross,
are these?
they cross paths.
How purposed, sir, I pray you?
Against some part of Poland.
Who commands them, sir?
The nephew to old Norway, Fortinbras.
Goes it against the main of Poland, sir, or for some frontier?
Truly to speak, and with no addition we go to gain a little patch of ground that hath in it no profit but the name. To pay 5 ducats, 5, I would not farm it, nor will it yield to Norway or the Pole a ranker rate should it be sold in fee.
Okay, so he asks what they're doing against Poland, and the guy admits we're fighting over a piece of land that's essentially worthless.
Then the Polak never will defend it.
Yes, it is already garrisoned. 2,000 souls and 20,000 ducats will now debate the question of the straw.
This is the imposthume of much wealth and peace that inward breaks and shows no cause without why the man dies. I humbly thank you, sir.
God by yourself.
But please you go, my lord.
I'll be with you straight. Go a little before.
Aye, my lord.
My lord.
Okay, so seen before how examples of others kind of tend to torture Hamlet. So he's just witnessed that this army of Fortinbras is, because they said they're going to do it, damn it, are going to attack this piece of land that's worthless, right? How's that going to make him think as he launches into his soliloquy for Act 4, standing out there in the countryside?
How all occasions do inform against me and spur my dull revenge. What is a man, if his chief good and market of his time be but to sleep and feed? A beast, no more. Sure he that made us with such large discourse, looking before and after, gave us not that capability and godlike reason to fust in us unused? Now, whether it be bestial oblivion or some craven scruple of thinking too precisely on the event, a thought which quartered hath but 1 part wisdom and ever 3 parts coward, I do not know why yet I live to say this thing's to do. Sith I have cause and will and strength and means to do it. Examples gross as earth exhort me. Witness this army of such mass and charge, led by a delicate and tender prince, whose spirit with divine ambition puffed, makes mouths at the invisible event, exposing what is mortal and unsure to all that fortune, death, and danger dare, even for an eggshell. Rightly.
Even for an eggshell, you get it?
To be great is not to stir without great argument, but greatly to find quarrel in a straw when honour's at the stake. How stand I then, that have a father killed, a mother stained, excitement of my reason and my blood, and let all sleep, while to my shame I see the imminent death of 20,000 men, that for a fantasy and trick of fame go to their graves like beds, fight for a plot whereon the numbers cannot try the cause, which is not tomb enough and continent to hide the slain. Oh, from this time forth my thoughts be bloody, or be nothing worth.
Kind of sounds like a slightly different Hamlet toward the end of the soliloquy there. I will leave it to you to interpret. And that is the end of scene 4. So this video is Act 4, Scenes 3 and Scenes 4, and we'll pick up with 5 on the next one.